Hello, everyone. I am Jared. I am going to be walking you through some of my favorite MLB picks on Prizepicks today. For those that are new here, if you're not currently subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, feel free to leave us a comment. If you're not currently playing on Prizepicks, if you use promo code WIN daily, that's going to get you a 100% sign up bonus up to $100. And also, what we're going to do today is we will be throwing in a free 30 days of Win Daily Gold for you. That'll get you access to our optimizer. Also, it'll get you access to all of our daily articles. So let's go ahead and dig in. If we look at what we did yesterday, really want to do a recap. We went 3 for 4. So Jordan Alvarez did hit his 7-hitter fantasy score. Aaron Judge, also thanks to a stolen base from him, not what we were expecting, but we will take it. He hit his 7.5-hitter fantasy score. Also, George Springer did score a run last night, and we were just looking for a half run or RBI, so he did hit the over. The one that we did miss though was Carlos Correa. He only had a single last night and a bunch of at bats. So we did go 3 for 4. Hopefully today we will go 3 for 4. So let's go ahead and dig in. I will be going over some of my favorite picks for today. So when I started taking a look at this slate today, we have some great pitchers on the mound that are in some good spots. That said, some of the projections are kind of on the edge. So really just liked one pitcher today and their projection. We're going to go with Joe Ryan and 6 strikeouts. I'm going with the over on this one. Joe Ryan has been great this year. For those that don't know him yet, at some point he will be a household name. On the year, Joe Ryan has a 30% K rate. He also has a 31.5 CSW to go along with a 71% contact rate. So guys just aren't making much contact against him. He also has one of the top swinging strike rates on the slate tonight at 14%. He's going to be facing an Orioles lineup tonight that has a 26% strikeout rate over the last week. That is one of the highest numbers on the board. The Orioles tonight should have probably 6 righties in the bats with Trey Mancini coming back. On the year, Ryan has a 39% K rate versus righties, so he can pretty much dominate most righties. There's definitely some upside with this 6 strikeout prop. I'm going with the over. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets 8 or 9 strikeouts versus this lineup. The next one that I am going with is going to be Alex Bredman with 6.5-hitter fantasy score. I'm going with the over here. If you've been following Bregman over the last week, you probably think he really hasn't done much. But Bregman has an 86% contact rate over the last week to go along with a 42% hard hit rate. He has been hitting with some really bad luck. His BABIP over the last week is just 111. So he's hitting the ball hard. He's just hitting it right at someone. At some point, those are going to drop. And I do think they drop tonight against Chris Flexon and the Mariners. For those that don't know too much about Chris Flexon is a reverse splits pitcher. He is far worse against right-handed batters. On the year, righties have a 55% hard hit rate versus him and also a 45% fly ball rate. So if he does have a weakness, it is righties. So I'm going to be targeting him with one of the best righty bats on the Astros, and that's Alex Bredman. So again, he has a 6.5-hitter fantasy score. I am going with the over on this one. The next one that I really like is Juan Soto at 1.5 total bases. I'm going with the over on this one. I absolutely love chasing numbers when it comes to cores. Tonight we get to chase numbers against a pitcher that has been struggling. If you look at all of Marquez's starts this year, he has pitched worse and worse throughout the year. He started out great, but his last 3 starts have just progressively gotten worse. Over his last 21 innings, Marquez has given up 7 barrels and 4 homers. For a pitcher that is predominantly a ground ball pitcher, those are pretty bad numbers. 21% of the fly balls against Marquez this year have left the park. Tonight he faces off against Juan Soto, who is arguably the best hitter in the league, or best left-handed hitter in the league. So I'm going with the over on this 1.5 total bases. I would not be shocked if Soto takes Marquez deep tonight in course. He is actually one of my favorite hitters in DFS, and we're going to target him with some prospect numbers as well. So the next person that I am going to be using is Christian Neolitch. This is another great spot for Christian Yelich tonight. He's facing off against the Reds pitcher and Tyler Mahler that has been struggling since his opening day start too. If you look at what the Reds have done in his starts, they just have been giving up runs in bunches, as much as 10 and even as few as just 5 over his last 4 outings. Yelich is really finally starting to see the ball well. Over the last 22 at bats, he has 6 hits, but most importantly, he scored 6 runs and has also had 4 RBIs. He's starting to return to the form that put him in the running for the 2019 MVP award. Really love this spot. He is absolutely crushing the ball of late. Over the last week, he has a 92 mile per hour exit velocity. He's gotten that up to 111. It's a great spot for him. If Yelich doesn't get to Molly today, he will get to the Reds bullpen, who has been absolutely atrocious over the last 2 weeks. The Reds bullpen has an ERA pushing 5. They're giving up runs. Starters giving up runs. This is a great spot for Yelich and his teammates. So these are the picks that I'm going with. I'm going with Joe Ryan on the over with 6 strikeouts, Juan Soto with the over on 1.5 total bases, Alex Bredman with 6.5 hitter fantasy score. I'm going with the over. And then also Christian Yelich, we're going with the over on the hitter fantasy score. So that's what we're using. I wish you all the best of luck. And if you do end up using these numbers today, these props today, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Good luck, everyone.